Well, good morning. Today's victim is this vintage Shure model 55SW microphone. Some people call this style the Elvis Mic because the photos of Elvis with these are pretty iconic. In fact, the postage stamp that was the Elvis postage stamp has him singing into one of these mics. It's pretty darn cool, and I'd like to actually put it to use. One way I want to use it is with my amateur radio, but you know, I don't want to just dedicate it to that. To do that, I would run it into a connector standby. I'll probably clip here. Now this is the sort of connector that will plug right into my ICOM 7300. I think also my Kenwood that I have in a box at the moment. But it's an 8-pin connector. 2 of these pins are used for push-to-talk. And at least 3 of them would correspond to the 3 pins that are standard for microphone and I guess some other music connections. But yeah, some way or another I do want to eventually connect this into some rig like this, but I don't want it to be dedicated to that. I was very fortunate that this came with this connector. This is an obsolete type of connector. I don't know if you can see in there, but they actually have the pin numbers 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That seems to have carried forward into modern equipment. They have the 1, 2, and the 3. You can see that, and I believe that's, you know, the same as far as connectivity goes. So if I can adapt this somehow to modern cabling, then I think I'll be on my way. And then somewhere in there I will figure out some sort of adapter for this, which might involve a mixing board. I'm not sure. But for the time being, I bought a modern microphone cable. This is what's called XLR cabling. And a modern microphone will have a connector like this sticking out the bottom. And there is at least one person I know, I'll put the link and the name down below, who has a business modernizing these mics. He'll do everything from just putting a new connector in, refreshing this screen stuff that's in here, or even replacing the element with a modern element. You know, full service. And the guy, I got to tell you, I'm going to plug him here because I sent him several emails and he's been so patient writing back to me and explaining things. The microphones are they're more complicated than you might think. You know, you've got this is a dynamic microphone. You've got condenser microphones. You have what's called balanced versus unbalanced. This cable is unbalanced. This is typical for, like, you know, my guitars going into a guitar amplifier would be this, just 1, 2 conductors being utilized here. Well, you've got 3 prongs here. There is a 1/4-inch connector that will have 3 conductors, and that's for a balanced operation. And as far as explaining what balanced versus unbalanced is, I've seen contradictory information. So I am not in a position right now to try to explain the difference between balanced and unbalanced. So game plan right now is to take this modern cable, cut it, and adapt it so that this will go to here, this will plug into here. I will have a modern connection to use however I want. One way I can use it is to plug it into here, and I'll have an unbalanced connection to an amplifier, for instance. I can plug it into one of my guitar amplifiers and try it out. Now once I've done that, then I will work on some sort of connectivity to this. So job 1 is to figure out you know, to make sure my conductors from here match up to here and that I can actually get them soldered in. It's going to be interesting. So stand by. I'm going to figure out how long I want this to be, and I'm going to make my cut. I will have use for this, the other end, because what I'm imagining is that this will plug into this somehow, and this will likely go to a mixer of some kind, or it might be that I just rig in some electronics to account for the ICOMs. It's supposed to have power on one of its pins that other radios don't, so I'll figure that out. Anyway, yeah, so that's somehow or another this will go to this, and this will go to this. That's the idea. Makes sense? Ha! So I was fooled. I stripped this back. No, I fully expected to have two connectors, two leads, and then for this also to be one of the connections. And in fact, that's what it is. But these two black things threw me off. I thought they were wires. They're actually just little shock cord kind of things, and I guess that just adds to the, you know, ability to the cable to withstand repeated bends and without damaging the wires themselves. So that's cool. So all this stuff here can be trimmed away, and then this is what you're left with, I believe. And then we'll do some continuity and figure out which one of these is 1, 2, and 3. All right, so I'm connecting to the shield right now. And that's showing conductivity on the housing and on pin number 1. So we'll just write that down. 1 goes to the shield. All right. And red is number 2. Well, I certainly hope blue is number 3, but let's just go ahead and check. Is it 1? No. Is it 2? No. Is it the housing? No. Is it 3? Yay! Alright. So 3 is blue. So as I said, I was quite lucky to get this with my microphone because I can't find them. I found one on eBay. It was like 50 bucks, but this came with it, so I'm going to try to make it work. As you can see, it's got some sloppy solder residue, and the pins themselves are full, so I'm going to see what I can do about cleaning it up. I might need a bigger gun. I've got a heavier duty one. We'll see what happens here. Got some of it. I'll be happy if I can. Oh yeah, look at that! I got quite a bit of it. All right. Don't see that quite bubbling as quickly as the other one did. Let's see if maybe it is better than I think. Oh yeah. Got quite a bit out. All right. Come on now. There we go. Yeah, got quite a bit. All right. See through there? Got all three cleared out, so good to go. Well, there's my prep work. I think I went a little overboard as far as how far I stripped these, but I think it'll do okay. I'm going to flux these up, put them in, and then try to dab the... I don't know if I should pre-tin them. Probably. That makes some sense. I'm afraid if I tin them they won't fit through, but I think they should. Like even this one, which is the thickest, is seems to have plenty of room. So yeah, I'll probably go ahead and pre-tin, and then go for it. There we go. Believe that's in there good. Okay. Take a look at that. I put a couple of layers of shrink wrap on here, and I've been trying to clean up some of this. In all fairness, these were they already had a lot of solder on them, and I'd clean them up a little bit beforehand, and now, you know, I'm cleaning them up again. You know, you try to get the solder just down into there, but some of it dribbles over, and you end up with this, or I end up with this. I know. I'm sure somebody out there has got this technique down, and they don't have that problem. But hey, this is me. All right, so shrink wrap's on, and time for this guy to come up through here. Uh-oh, I hope the shrink wrap isn't gonna be impossible to get past the... Ooh, it's gonna be a tight fit. That's good, actually. It's actually very good. All right. There's that. Yep. That's the way to work. All right, I'm going to go ahead and clean these a little bit more, and then I'm going to go ahead and put it back together. There's a screw that goes in there, and that bonds pin 1 to the casing. It's all one connection. You can see the ground wire in there, so that increases the bond. I assume that's intentional, that it goes that way. We'll find out. Feels pretty good. I'm missing this screw. I'll find one, but it's a good tight fit with that shrink wrap, so I think we got a good job here. And we'll do our continuity test, and then we... Oh crap! I got to take that screw out of there. That screw won't let this pass. All right. Redo. There you go. That's how it's supposed to be. That's the way it should be. Alright, there's a completed project, and we're going to test it out on an amplifier indoors using unbalanced plug. Here we go. Alright, here we go. So I got a cheap little karaoke mic here. I'm going to try it out first, just to make sure this all works and is set up correctly. Check, check. Check, 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 check. Where's my output? Check, check, check. Oh, I gotta turn the mic on. Check, check. Check, 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 check. Oh yeah, I had it on going through overdrive. Check, 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 check. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you very much. Check it, check it, check it. Alright, that's that mic. Now we will try our newly created mic and see what we got. Whoa! Check, check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. Oh, it's a lot more powerful. Check. You ain't nothing but a... I am satisfied. This is an awesome microphone. Thank you, Rich, K4TJA.